Aloha, my name is Christina and welcome to day one of my Summer Circuit Pilates series. Today's 3 exercises will be the 100, squats, and tricep dips. So we'll be doing the 100 for 45 seconds. I know it sounds terrible. A 15-second break. We'll do squats for 45 seconds, take a 15-second break, and then we'll do tricep dips for 45 seconds and take a 15-second break. And we'll repeat that 2 more times. So 3 exercises and 3 rounds. These workouts are pretty quick. They're nice and short. They're under 10 minutes, but they are super challenging. So come on down and let's get started. Quick reminder of the 3 exercises that we'll do today. The 100, couple modifications. You can do head down, legs down. You can do head up, legs tabletop. And then the hardest version is legs straight out. So if you need to bend the knees in or you need to swing the legs up to the ceiling, that's totally fine. You're inhaling for 5 counts and exhaling for 5 counts. And typically we do 100 pumps, but today we're gonna go up to 45 seconds. Exercise number 2, just a simple parallel squat. So feet are about like shoulder-ish distance apart. I like to do this like weird arm swing. So we're gonna inhale, squat down low, hands are prayer position, and then as you exhale, you're gonna stand. So from the side, we wanna think about kind of sitting the hips back. Try not to drop the chest too much. Your back is really flat, and then you come on back up. So that'll be our glute exercise for today. And then our tricep dips. Fingertips are pointing forward, hips are up nice and high. So if this bothers your shoulder, maybe you want to come up a little bit higher and maybe get your hands on a bench and then your feet are on the floor. This sort of like really stretched out shoulder and elbow position can be pretty difficult. And then we'll just do our tricep dips down and up here. So 3 rounds, 3 exercises. They seem pretty simple if you're only doing like 1 set of them, but they are going to be super, super hard in this circuit format. All right, coming down to your back, I'm going to use my phone as a timer. Let's start by bringing the legs in tabletop and start to reach the arms forward. Take a quick moment here, squeeze the legs together, wrap through the waistline, fingertips reaching forward. We're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Good, start to pump the arms. So you're just inhaling for 5 counts and exhale for 5 counts. Inhale for 5 counts. And exhale for 5 counts. Good. So any modifications you want, we're going to try to straighten the legs out today. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This is so weird because I'm so used to counting. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. You've got like 15 seconds. Inhale. And exhale. Curl a little higher. 10 seconds. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And then relax. Good. Rock and roll yourself all the way up to sit, and let's come all the way up to stand. So legs are parallel. You just want to make sure that your knees and toes are pointing forward, that the knees don't start to fall in. So find the glutes side of the booty. Here we go. Inhale, squat low, and then exhale back up. So your abs are warm. They're super warm. Use them. As you exhale, squeeze the glutes to stand. And then engage the abs. So kind of zip up through the abs, get pretty low, and backing up. Awesome. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale. So you're like sitting the hips back, like you're sitting in like a pretty low chair. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 15 seconds. So shoulders are relaxed. Abs are zipped up. 5 seconds. So you don't have to go fast. So you got a lot of time. Last one. Perfect. Okay, come all the way down for our tricep dips. So fingertips are pointing forward. Think about really rolling the shoulders up and back. Try not to sink in the shoulders. You almost want to lift up and out of the arms. Okay, hips up. Good. And then start to bend. So depending on how your wrists or your elbows or your shoulders are feeling, if you bring your hands higher than your feet, so if like your hands are on a chair or a bench, like if you're outside, it'll make it a little bit easier for the shoulders. I'm trying not to let my hips drop down. Lift up out of the chest, maybe do chin up a little higher, looking up at a diagonal. Oh my goodness. We're almost there. 5 seconds. Good. What am I talking about? That was 10. Now 5 seconds. Last one. And then relax. Okay, good. Take a moment, shake it out. That was round 1, going back to the 100. So go ahead and come all the way down to the back. I'm just gonna angle my phone so I can see the time a little bit. Legs in tabletop to start. Reach the arms forward, curl up high, start to pump the arms. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So if you wanna make it harder, straighten the legs. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So your triceps are really warm. Exhale. So try to engage them as you pump. Back of the shoulders, back of the armpits. Good. Keep reaching. Awesome. I'm going to drop my head for a second. Whew. Give the neck a little bit of a break, but still pumping the arms. So abs are working. Closing my eyes because the sun is in my face. Good. Almost there. Last one. And then relax. Ooh-wee. Okay. Rock and roll yourself all the way up to stand. I almost said fingertips. Toes and knees are pointing forward. I'll face sideways for this one. So think about standing up super tall, abs are zipped in. Inhale, squat low, and then exhale back up. So really sitting the hips back. Try not to drop the chin at all. So the head is just following the spine. Inhale low, exhale lift, inhale low. So every time you every time you stand, you want to exhale and zip up through the abs. Squat low, and then back it up. So shoulders are down the back, abs are zipped up. Oh my goodness. 45 seconds is long. You got it. And just super smooth. You don't have to go super fast. Almost there. 5 seconds. And then relax. Okay, come on back down. Tricep dips. I'll face this way. My face is going to be out of the sun a little bit. Okay, take a moment, stretch the wrists. Here we go. Fingertips are pointing forward, hips up really high, pull the abs in, and then go ahead and start your tricep dips. Awesome. So chest is open, or chest is lifted, chin is up. So we don't want to look up to the ceiling or go and look down at your stomach. You want to look more out. So really make sure that the elbows point back behind you. This one's pretty rough. Take breaks if you need, especially if your wrists are starting to bother you. Try not to sink into the shoulders. Ugh, hips up high. I'm gonna take a quick second just for the wrist. Give it a little shake. Okay, continuing on. Good, 5 seconds. Last one. And then relax, good. So I'd rather you take little breaks if you need, especially for the wrists, rather than kind of push through and, get injured. So you are in charge of your body. You know your body best. So here we go, into the 100. Start to pump the arms. Exhale. The thing is, I thought I would be out of the sun if I was facing this way. Inhale and exhale. It's okay. Inhale and exhale. So back of the shoulders. Arms are straight, but try not to lock your elbows. So they're like soft bend in the elbows. Find the back of the shoulders. Find the back of the armpits. Keep trying to zip up through the abs. 15 seconds. Keep going. Reaching out through the legs. Oh, my foot's itchy. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Ooh-wee. All right. Come all the way up to stand. This is your last set of your squats. Face sideways again. So toes are pointing forward, knees are pointing forward. Check out the wrists if you need. All right, here we go. Inhale, squat low. Exhale, stand. So really find the glutes at the bottom to help lift you up instead of just relying on the quads. So I was talking to a client about this yesterday. You're more hinging at the hip joint, leaning the hips back, versus sort of like rounding the chest forward. So you're digging the heels into the floor, into your mat, spreading the toes nice and wide. Good. Almost there. Wrap in the waistline. Exhale to stand. Try to make sure your knees point forward at the bottom. Good, and then relax. Okay, take a little moment. Come all the way down. Last thing, triceps. So it's a tough workout. It's only under 10 minutes. It's technically only like 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, hips up. But especially when you're busy and you're traveling, you don't have any props with you, you want to get some workout in, it's a great, great option. Every day will be 3 different exercises, mainly focusing on abs, glutes, and arms. But if you've done a lot of Pilates workouts with me before, all these exercises will be super familiar. If you're new to Pilates, you'll be learning these as we go. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Good. Take a little moment, shake it out. All right, let's stretch the wrists. So fingertips are pointing backward, palms are facing up, and just kind of lean forward. Take a moment, stretch the wrists. And then you can even do like fingertips pointing in. Take a moment, stretch the wrist there. Awesome, and shake everything out. If you're looking for any longer workouts, or if you're looking for maybe a short stretch series to do before or after these workouts, click on any of the links below. I have over 200 videos. They are separated by filter, so you can filter out the time, the length, the body part. If you have any props with you while you're traveling, you can find that as well. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 2. Aloha.